How's it going, everyone? KayneHunterTaker here with some pretty devastating news. I'm sure all of you are all aware now. The news is spreading quite quickly. One of the greatest British comedian actors, in my opinion, Rik Mayall, has passed away at the age of 56. And I just still cannot believe it. I mean, Norse and I are huge fans of Rik Mayall ever since we'd first seen him in Drop Dead Fred. You know, I'm recording a couple of hours later when I got the news. It was about probably 12 midnight, and I was just doing some drawings because updating an intro, and I heard Mum next door talking to Norse about something, and I thought, and I heard, it's passed, and I'm thinking, oh shit, something's happened. And at first I thought it was Tracy Morgan. I don't know if you all have heard, Tracy Morgan has just been in a really bad car accident and in really critical condition. I thought he had passed because I'd mentioned it to her the other day. So Norsey then, because I'd chat to him on Skype because he's in the next room over, and he was like, dude, you're not going to believe this. And he posted a link and there wasn't any info on the link, and I thought, this is it, he's died, like Tracy Morgan's died. So I opened it, and my jaw just dropped. It said Rik Mayall has passed away, and I am absolutely devastated. I mean, my heart broke. I don't normally do these kinds of videos. You know, say one of my favourite, like the Ultimate Warriors just passed away, I'll do a little tribute for the beginning of my video. But Rik Mayall had a place within Norsey and me. He was always the guy we always looked up to. He was the centre of jokes, you know. To him, like to us, he always made us smile, no matter what he did. I mean, we first watched Drop Dead Fred, we were about 5 years old, our sister had hired it from the video store, and God, we just could not stop laughing. It was the most funniest thing we've ever seen. And, you know, he had red hair in the movie, and we thought, oh my God, he's got red hair like us, because we're ginger. No, absolutely brilliant. And we watched it non-stop to a point our mum decided to record the videotape on a blank, so we could watch it even more. And I remember, like, when we were kids, we were talking like Fred in the film, like Rick as Fred in the film. Like, it got to a point where our dad was getting really angry at us because we'd be yelling like, piss off, like he would say in the movie, you know, bastard and all that stuff. So that was a bit bad. Our sister and mum, they thought that was hilarious, but our dad wasn't too happy with that. But he's a big fan too. We're all big fans of Rick. I mean, Mum loves Drop Dead Fred. Our dad got us into Bottom. A few years later, we a couple years later after that, and they started doing like Rick and Aid. And we would just walk past the room, and we were like, oh my God, Drop Dead Fred! Holy shit! And Dad's like, it's him, it's Rick, he's with Aid, and he's just doing a series. So we just watched it, and we watched it over and over, and then kind of died out a little bit, like, because Rick and Aid had finished Bottom, and Rick did a few movies now and again, and just kind of left a few years later. And we did watch Drop Dead Fred occasionally, and then we'd come into high school, and I forget what it was about. Like, we were hiring, I think it was $1 movie or DVD rentals, and you get 6 for $6 for a week. And our dad said, you guys are going to enjoy this, like Norsey and myself. And we're like, what is it? And he goes, it's called The Young Ones. It's got Rick, you know, Drop Dead Fred. And we're like, oh yeah, we'll give it a go. And holy crap, the first episode, we were just pissing our pants laughing, just seeing Rick and these 3 other actors and Aid. And we recognised Aid, like Vivian. We're like, it's Eddie, hey! And then we were introduced to Neil and Mike, and I think Neil's Nigel Planner, and I forget Mike. I'm terrible with, I forget his name now, actually. And yeah, we were watching that non-stop, and just the jokes, it just brought us to tears. It was like the most memorable thing we remember from Rick was the one scene where he's just suddenly, it's all quiet for a second, just goes, hands up, who likes me? And it's awkward silence, and then he asks again, and Mike's like, we've heard what you said. And just absolutely funny. We just couldn't get enough of it. We ended up like copying the DVD, like we didn't sell it, obviously. We just copied it so we could watch it again. And yeah, we just absolutely loved it. And I mean, not to take anything away from the other guys, but this is about Rik. You know, we're just so upset about it. And we just started to talk like Rik. I mean, during TAFE days, like college, we'd be like bickering, calling each other prick and bastard, you piss off. And all the people were like, oh my god, why do you guys bicker a lot? I thought you were brothers. I'm like, yeah, we are. This is our thing. And we said, watch the young ones and you'll understand. I mean, not young ones, bottom. And then we'd show them a clip and they're like, yeah, we can see it now. And bringing up the whole hands up like me, like, a couple of times in class it'd be all quiet and everyone's doing their work. And it'd be one of us would start it and the other would finish it. And one of us would just go, hands up who likes me! And everyone would be like, what? And then I'd like say, if I was doing it, I'd go, I said, hands up who likes me! And before I could finish, Norse would go, we heard what you said! And everyone was like, they just didn't understand, and we thought, you gotta watch the young ones, you're missing out. Best thing ever. And a couple of people did know, and they had a laugh about it, but we were practically like Rik and Aid, but more Rik, especially with the language and losing our shit over everything. And it was basically an idol to us, especially during hard times, like, you know, because we were bullied a fair bit in school, like especially high school, and Rik had taught us, if someone's gonna make fun of you, be the centre of it. Turn it against them, make them laugh, but not to make fun of you, but to laugh as entertainment. Like people would insult us about our hair, and we'd say, shut up, I was like born like this, leave us alone, and we'd do it in Rik's voice. And you know, there's one thing Norsey did and absolutely made me piss my pants. Someone made fun, and because South Park had come out with that Ginger episode, you know, they don't have a soul, and in Rik's voice, like someone goes, oh, you Ginger, you got no soul. So Norsey just went, shut up, I'll take your soul by poking you. And he started poking him, and we're like, oh, Jesus Christ. And the guy was like, what are you doing? Oh, get away from me. And everyone was having a right laugh about it. And yeah, he always brought a smile to our face. Even, I'm still watching it today. If I was ever feeling down, I mean, there was one incident where my laptop broke and I was really down about it. And I put Young Ones on and I'm cheered up again. And even though we knew the jokes are going to come, like we know them from like, every episode back to front, we know exactly what they're going to say, but we always crack a smile and a laugh when it happens. It's just absolutely brilliant. And like I said, we're just so upset to hear about it. I mean, I haven't been this upset since Eddie Guerrero, because I'm a big wrestling fan, when Eddie Guerrero passed away. I nearly shed a tear with that Raw tribute. I couldn't believe it. And now, I'm feeling the exact same emotion as is Norsey about Rik. I refused to believe it at first. I said, no, it's one of those rumour deaths. But now it's been all over Sky News and BBC News and everyone on Facebook and Twitter's on about it. And my heart's a little broken. I'm just very upset about it. And I just wanted to do a video for you guys because, I mean, I'm a huge, we're all, the whole family are huge Rik Mayall fans. He always brought a laugh to us. I mean, just still can't even believe it. It's happened. I mean, I think ever since that quad bike accident back in '98, it's really, I think that's what Norsey's suggesting. Maybe it's finally caught up with him because I think he was in a coma or dead for 5 days, and they were about to pull the plug when he started to have signs of life. And I think one of the first things he said was to the nurse, "You're the bastard who's poking me with those needles, weren't you?" or something like that. And that's just classic Rik. He's always got to get a joke in there. And that's what we loved about Rik. He always had a joke. It was always a laugh, and you know, he was always making sure someone was happy. And that brings up another point. I was so annoyed about Harry Potter. I learned a couple years back that he was playing as Peeves, I think's the way I think you pronounce it, the ghost. And when he was acting, he had to go to another room because whenever he said anything, all the actors were laughing their asses off. And You know, I'm pissed off because apparently they cut his scene. And I was like, oh, you assholes, you should have left it in there. And then there was another one. Oh, Rik and Aid, they were going to do a bottom reunion, and Norse and I were like, yes, we couldn't believe it, they're coming back. And then something, you know, they had a bit of a falling out, and Norse just mentioned, you know, Aid's probably devastated right now, because they had some issue over something, and I don't even want to imagine it, how he's going to feel now. You know, these guys were almost like brothers, you know, always bickering and bottom and stuff, and I just hope I don't want to see the report with Aid or any of the guys he's been acting with, you know, like Nigel and... Oh, I forget my name now, I can't believe it. I'm going to search it. I feel like I've got to get the name because this is a tribute video. I can't believe I've got to search it. I should know. Christopher Ryan, that's it. Yeah, I was nearly there. Oh, I guess that's it for this tribute video. I just wanted to get my thoughts out and show and give my feelings towards this really tragic thing that's just happened. And I'm sure everyone by now has heard about it, but I wanted to do this now, a couple of hours later. I just wanted to do it, you know, while I'm still in the state of, not shock, but just absolute devastation. Still can't even believe it. And I wanted to get this out now, instead of going to sleep and doing it the next day. And we just bought some, one of our things on our bucket list, Norse and I, doesn't matter what it takes, we're going to get an autograph. And that's just really taken a blow to us. We just can't believe it. So we actually just went on eBay and bought a couple of autographed pictures. We didn't care what the price was. We thought, no, we got to get something, because I'm guaranteed those prices are going to shoot up now. And sort of made a deal with Mum, because she loves Drop Dead Fred. That's like, she always remembers that we're going to buy a picture with him as Drop Dead Fred, and he signs it, and we're going to hang it in the lounge room. So that'd be a nice little picture. And I think he's the only actor that the whole family loves. You know, I got my wrestling, Norsey's got his like anime and stuff like that. Our dad's Stargate, and our mum's like Coronation Street and all that stuff, and all those shows like Dance Mums. But Rik, we all loved, and we're gonna hopefully get that picture, and no one buys it before us. So yeah, I think we've got to put an end to it there. I think I've kind of babbled on a bit now. I just wanted to give my thoughts out about Rik. Absolutely devastated and very upset. I mean, I won't be able to sleep now. I'm glad I got a day off work. And I was drawing, I'm doing an intro, like a new intro I may have mentioned, and I wanted to draw a picture of myself updated for this intro, and I can't do it now. I'm just too emotional. I just still can't even believe it. I mean, this is Rik Mayall. And what shocks everyone is, no one saw it coming. It just happened. And I think that's why I'm a bit upset about it, because that's how Eddie Guerrero went. He was good, everything was going well for him, and he suddenly just, you know, passed, and it shocked everyone. So, yeah, very, very upsetting to hear about Rik Mayall, and I'm very sorry for his family and his friends. I hope that they are well, and I really hope everyone gets through this. I really, really do. Rik Mayall was a top bloke. I adored him. He was like my idol, like I said earlier. And Norsey's always brought a smile to everyone's face, no matter where he was. And I love the signature flip off, the V flip. I always do that instead of the middle finger. I always did the V flip because of him. And I always say prick because of him. And whenever I'm insulting someone, I always did it in his kind of voice. Yeah, he's rubbed off a lot on me. I kind of adapted his persona in a way. So yeah, guys, very sad, very sad. And this is my tribute video for Rik. Rest in peace, Rik Mayall. You brought a smile to everyone's face. You will be missed. Adios.